The market is at a crossroads, and where it goes next has big implications across asset classes. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for August 21st. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.17, gaining 0.26% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. The move in the dollar reflects reports that panel remarks about the European economy during a discussion on the global economic outlook at the World Economic Forum European Central Bank. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.37, gaining 0.41% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Ripple backs and Rlust credit fund amid XRP's best week in months. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 158.59, gaining 0.2% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Trump nudges Clarity Act. Bitcoin surges in response. USD SGD is trading at 0.7881, gaining 0.19% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.7161, gaining 0.51% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Fed officials' sore need for rate hike if inflation doesn't cool, minutes show. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1488, gaining 0.14% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. The move in the dollar reflects reports that panel remarks about the European economy during a discussion on the global economic outlook at the World Economic Forum European Central Bank. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 95.71, gaining 0.22% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Ripple backs and Rlust credit fund amid XRP's best week in months. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that are stock futures steady after tech slump. Investors focus on Middle East tensions. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. The move in the dollar reflects reports that panel remarks about the European economy during a discussion on the global economic outlook at the World Economic Forum European Central Bank. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Ripple backs and Rlust credit fund amid XRP's best week in months. Our near-term view on Australian dollar to US dollar. Australian dollar to US dollar is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $0.7304 resistance and $0.7018 support as the boundaries of the current range. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Thousands of investors rely on our daily briefings to cut through the noise. If you are finding value here, please like this video and subscribe. It directly helps us keep producing this content every day. Leave a comment with your market view. We feature the sharpest takes in future videos. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.